ALANSBMX. Just going to talk you through some of these Hutch builds that we've done recently. Well, first off, we've got the Pro Racer and the Pro XL24. These are custom built bikes. Although they have the details and the unique features and some of the fit and feel of the original 80s bikes, they are designed to be raced today. So you can build these as a bike to cruise around on, or just to look cool, or they are a serious race bike. Carl Sanderson races 20 and 24 inch in the Nationals in the UK for us and does really well. So the geometry and everything is designed to race today. We can either do a custom build for you if you give us some ideas of what you want, or here are a couple of bikes that we've built for the just for the shop to give you some examples of how we can do it. This comes in chrome, but we can do any colour basically. So we do some of the candy colours. So if you look at the 20 inch, this is actually candy blue over chrome. You see this in the sunlight, it looks amazing. You know, when we've done the handlebars, forks and frame all to be able to match. Just to give you a bit of an idea how to do it. And you can mix up all sorts. If you look at the Cruiser, for example, you know, it's part way between, you know, an old school looking bike with a Cashmere Turo seat on it. But if you want to race this bike, you probably, you know, maybe lower the saddle a little bit and put a modern pivotal seat on there, maybe some alloy pedals or clip pedals, and the tyres are good to go. Or conversely, if you wanted to cruise around on and you wanted a taller, you know, 7-inch rise handlebar, you could do that. So they are really flexible in the way that they're done. If you have a look at our website, we've got some of these examples of bikes. If you don't want to do it for yourself, we can do it for you, no problem, whether we make it all chrome and old school looking, or you want it black with all modern componentry on it, either way. But the great thing is that everything on these is standardised nowadays, so you know, it's an 1.8" clamp on stem. They're a standard mountain bike style V-brake. They're a threaded European mountain bike style bottom bracket, you know, so you can fit profile cranks on, or we've put blank cranks on here which are chrome to keep an eye on the cost a little bit. You know, we've got profile hubs to put on them, so whichever way you want to do it, get in touch with us and we'll have Tommy build one for you.
Hey, it's Tom from ALANSBMX. Before me I've got these two Hutch Trickstars. One's an original 80s Hutch frame and fork and other bits, and the other one's a complete modern kind of repop build. So it's kind of quite strange that we get one of each and at the same time in the shop here. Usually, you know, we're going through the bikes that fast that you don't seem to get them in at the same time, but this particular one, the repop we've been doing is incredibly custom. It's originally been a chrome frame that we've done in a trans red colour. I've special ordered in loads of white parts, done a special chain ring and lever blades as well. You know, a lot of the small detailing we can do here in the shop. It kind of submit your idea and we'll try and make it happen to the best of our abilities. This particular customer wanted to have the Skyway wheels, the 50th anniversary, and a full gyro setup, which is able to be done with the modern system on these new Hutch Trickstars. And because they use the modern 990 style brake, you actually get brakes that do work. So it's a great compromise between the looks of the bikes, which you can kind of see them side by side here, that they do look very, very similar, apart from a few modern additions to the bike, which you wouldn't really notice unless you were up close and knew what you were doing. So, I mean, going from that straight back to the old one, I mean, this is a customer's build. He brought in all the parts. We custom matched the handlebars and the seat pole to go with the original paint on the frame and fork. But he provided a whole bunch of the parts, including this magic ACS rotor system as well, which is great fun to try and set up, along with like the brake calipers, the tires, the wheels. So it was more of an assembly job and finishing, but what happens with these old school builds is it does take a certain experience to kind of know what you're doing when the parts don't just kind of fit together as they should. And sometimes that experience pays off before you damage your nice 1980s parts that you've paid top dollar for. So it's just thought we'd show off a bit of an interesting thing between the two. I mean, very, very subtle differences, like the standing platforms are slightly different between them. Obviously it's an integrated headset versus cupped headset. This uses a US style bottom bracket, whereas these use a press fit because they are a freestyle bike. They use the modern press fit style system mid bottom bracket that all the modern bikes use. And it's the same for the Trickstar Street Park version. That uses the same bottom bracket system and a lot of the same things just without the standing platform. So I mean, as you can see, we do, you know, everything custom, from just building up the parts that you've brought in right the way through to something ridiculous like this build here that's from ground up, just custom. So if you're interested in something like this or any of the other bikes we do, like the Skyways or the Harrows, you know, give us a call or jump online, pick the parts out and place the order. You can leave a little note that if you order a whole bike, we can build it for you before we send it. Or, you know, send me an email, just ring me up, ask me, Tom, and we can go from there.